When was the last time you told somebody no? Hi guys, I'm Derek Haney, and thanks for joining me for another episode of SplashU Small Business Tips, where I help your small business grow every day. Today I want to talk about the power of telling people no and how that can benefit you and your business. We've talked about in the past about time management and what it means to operate your business effectively and the value that you put behind your time. But sometimes you see what looks like an opportunity or someone reaching out or something very friendly going on where you just want to contact someone or hang out with someone. Yeah, so we know that you need to be managing your time well. It's very important that you only get so many hours in the day, and it's so clear to me now how easy it is to get bogged down with something that's not really important to your business. So whether it's saying no to yourself, saying no to someone else, or saying no to tasks or even clients that have asked for certain things from you, it's really important that you know what the priority is and when to say no to other things and other opportunities. Sometimes a potential a prospect may be reaching out to you or looking to buy something from you, and you feel like there might be a connection there, but they aren't the most important prospect to be talking to right now. This is an opportunity to take a look at your priorities, take a minute to really think, should I respond to this email? Should I set an appointment with them? Should I continue to move forward? Or should I tell them straightforwardly, I don't think I have the time for this right now. I don't know if we're a good match. I don't know if this is going to go forward well for us. Let me go ahead and tell you about a personal experience I had recently with managing my time poorly. This is kind of unique, maybe a little bit common, but kind of unique, where I had gotten an email through some sort of posting that we had made online about small business digital marketing. And a woman simply just said, call me at this number, to talk about presumably her small business. So I called her, and a couple of minutes into the conversation, she had talked about how she wanted to launch a podcast, and she had a lot of great ideas, but she was just nowhere near ready enough to be a potential client of mine. But instead of just cutting the conversation off within 3 to 5 minutes, very politely, I could have done it, and I knew I could have done it at the time too. I continued to ask her questions, and in some ways I was trying to help her out, which I think is just great, to help people out when you do have the time. But I labored on with her and let her speak too long. 30 minutes goes by, and I tell her that I'm going to send her a follow-up email to give her some pointers and places to go so she can help launch. And I know that this really isn't going to pan out for me. It's a very, very bad lead, and by the time she's ready for my services, it could be many years down the road. She might not even need me at that point. So I just know it's a waste of my time, and I'm really not going to get anything out of it. But I ended up sending her like a 5-paragraph email, took another 20 minutes to write. So I had pretty much wasted an hour of my time with a lead that I knew wasn't going to pan out within 5 minutes. And I think that was a really important lesson to learn for myself, because I now know how to assess the situation a little bit faster. And I've looked back on that one and said, why did I send her, more information? I'm giving way more than I'm getting. And in some situations, that's quite all right. Doing pro bono work or reaching out. You can also gain things in other ways from people with their connections. But this was just a total dead end that I set myself down. And I still, of course, wish her well and everything, but I could have saved at least 50 minutes of my time, 1 hour, valued at, let's just say, $100 an hour. That I just basically threw $100 down the drain. And I don't think she got as much value out of it as, I was kind of hoping she was. She wasn't even ready for some of the information I was giving her anyways. So kind of a lot of waste of time on both sides of it. So even when an opportunity like that presents itself, it's important to take a moment to reflect and not get ahead of yourself. If I can just save you 5 minutes of time on that one dead lead or bad emailed response or problem that has arisen for you that really isn't worth your time, I mean, I would be just thrilled to hear about that. So I hope you guys can learn as I did to say no from time to time and know when to cut your losses or abandon a relationship or communication or something along those lines. This has been Derek Haney from SplashU Small Business Tips, on our way to 100+ small business tips. I'll see you guys next time.